Welcome, guys. Welcome to the podcast. We're going to call it Pono. The reason we call it Pono is because, why?
Pono means real talk.
Yeah, real talk, mate. And I guess the reason we've started this whole thing is because, it's been a bit of a journey. Corbin, hey? How me and Corbin met was one of my old brewery reps messaged me and said, there's a guy you need to meet. I said, okay, cool. So I messaged you, eh? Did you message me?
I messaged you, I think. I said,
okay.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's it, mate. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, he's on. So from there, we messaged. I pretty much drove there the next day, didn't I?
Yep. Yeah, he said, I'm coming to find you.
Yeah.
Or I'm coming to see you.
Yeah.
And then you arrived within 24 or 48 hours.
Do you know why I did?
I'll
tell you why.
Tell me.
Because I was feeling like I was going mad, mate. I was trying to speak to people about it. Look, in COVID, went through a pretty rough time, and it was sort of the only thing that sort of saved my mind. Do you know what I mean? Losing some business and stuff like that. And I thought, okay, cool, this guy gets it. I sort of probably preaching to my father for a bit there, now you know him,
It'll drive you insane, won't it?
Yeah. And so then I just jumped in my car, rolled down there, got there, what time?
4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not sure.
Yeah, straight on the Guinness, eh?
Yeah, straight to the Irish.
I booked into the hotel room and started having a few beers, eh?
We went on a little tour.
Yeah, that's right, that's it, man. And we ended up going for a bit of skate at the end of the night, eh? Yeah. So then from there, Corbin, you sort of carried on, didn't you, mate?
We carry on.
Yeah, what'd you end up doing? You started doing some...
I was in Palms North at that point. I was living next to a little lake, in a little lake house by myself, and I was just talking to people online.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very strange time.
Yeah.
Still is.
So he's sort of more the art sort of one of us. Sort of more the arty side. My side was I really enjoyed the business part of Bitcoin now. And I think that's really where I want to focus on,
I would say you have experience in business. I also have experience in business, but the art and the business comes together. Yeah,
the more I look into it, mate, just going to Taupo yesterday, I talked to a friend of mine that's got a couple of hotels there. 2 years ago I talked to him about Bitcoin. Actually, you saw him last time we came through with Punny.
Dion, yeah.
And nice guy, right? And he wasn't really interested in it. And this time when I saw him, he said, it's been a bit quiet. I sort of showed him, I said, we booked a hotel of crypto. Do you know what I mean? He sort of got interested, and then he ended up buying some before we left. How's that? Not because we forced him to or anything like that. It's because, look, when things get a little bit tougher, like it did with me, it made me change my mindset a little bit because you're used to one way, and sometimes it's good to diversify and look into something new, mate. Do you know what I mean? And that aside. So Corbin, you're more arty. Yeah. You've been concentrating on that. So then from there, you were chilling for a bit, doing your thing, and you ended up coming to
coming up to Hastings to join you and to see what life was like up here, I guess.
Yeah.
And meet your family and your team,
Yeah, well, not so much. It was just people we know. Really.
At that point in time,
I was working upstairs, wasn't I?
We were both sort of working by ourselves, but
yeah. So then from there, what do we do? From there, I put a bed out the back, right? And so Corbin's been living at an undisclosed location.
One room over from you to begin with, and now it's at the other end of town or something.
Yeah. So and it was quite cool. We just really the plan was to create a studio. I lost a bit of money in a business deal, and I was trying to get that money back. Didn't really happen. But look, sometimes you got to let things go and sort of focus on the future, mate. Lucky a friend of mine, Tiffany Harmer, he ended up putting his studio in there, and he's sort of doing his thing in there now. So which is pretty cool.
Shout out Potama Music Studio.
Yeah, good on him. We still got the Bitcoin studios on the outside of it, but hey, in the future that'll might be something a little bit different, But yeah, mate. So okay, from there, where are we next? Mate, it's been a battle, mate.
We kicked off with Bitcoin pool comps when I arrived there.
Oh, that's right, mate. Yeah,
that was a mad run.
We did, mate. We did. We're doing these Bitcoin pool comps each week.
Just giving it away.
Mate.
Stupid.
Poor old dad. Was it 22,000 back then, eh?
Eh?
Was it 22,000, wasn't it, Bitcoin?
It was 25. It had just dropped off, I think.
Yeah.
And then bounced back up to 100 and
Yeah.
Yeah. All within the last 12 months, 24 months, a lot of action.
A lot of action, man. And it was cool because, you're still friends with those guys that won the Bitcoin and stuff like that, eh?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Another friend of mine, she came up and helped me, and Pee Wee as well, But it was pretty cool, actually. Our plan was actually to create a charity, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it still is, I think.
Yeah, of course it is, mate. Charity for hospitality. Look, I just believe we need to really get some good education. In hospitality, but I believe tech in hospitality could be really cool. Obviously, the music part of it's big. I really enjoy it, and it is a big part of what we need in hospitality, mate. The right music, the right vibration, as they would say. But hey, I'm doing all the talking, bro. Give me some stuff. So pool comps always a bit of a laugh. Did the t-shirts?
Pool comps, we struggled, didn't we? Because we didn't have the money to pay for it, but we were finding it and we were giving it, and then we thought, what are we doing here? We're bleeding funds.
Yeah, we're bleeding funds. To t-shirts as well.
Not a good thing to do in business, but
no, mate, no.
Sometimes you got to spend it to earn it.
Yep. And then from there, did the t-shirts out. That was pretty cool. We sponsored a little football team. Yep. And then from there, we met Brett. Oh.
Yeah, well, there's a few others. I guess Zane, one of our big contributors, big collaborators. Yeah, he's into his AI art as well. So that's the brothers are out there. But Brett come and joined us too, and Brett is super intelligent. So
we joined him.
We appreciate it.
Do you know what I mean? A bit of both. You know what I mean?
Both
he
ways.
came and hung out. Yeah. We went to what did we do, mate? We went to his meetups. And then I think we chucked some.
We joined.
Yeah, and just slowly just meeting people as we go. Do you know what I mean? We did the Bitcoin halving at Shed 2, which is pretty cool.
Yep, with Mr. B, Mr. Buckley.
That was paid for with Bitcoin. And then we're just slowly trying to support hospitality sites with the meetups, which was pretty cool actually. There's no meetup in Taupo, I don't think, or Taupo. So sort of said to my mate, we might have to cruise up there. I'm not sure if there is. I was told there wasn't, but I need to have a good look into it. But it's only down the road, mate. The road is terrible, by the way, mate. Absolutely terrible.
The roads are a work in progress.
Oh, mate, it's all work in progress, mate.
Yeah.
How was it? We'll speak about roads. How was yours on the way through?
Oh, not too bad actually. It's been worse.
Really?
A little bit of roadworks, but it's been worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, I tell you what, we must have stopped 4 times on the way up. Potholes everywhere. It was out the gate.
Ugh.
But that's all right. Hey, maybe Bitcoin can help that matter,
Yeah, well.
What was I going to say? Anyway, let's go back to the story. Jumping offline for a sec there.
We're all over the shop, but that's kind of the way, Bitcoiners, we are.
That's how it is, man. So, the opportunity for it, man, I reckon in this country is Bitcoin tourism,
Bring the Bitcoiners to the Bay.
Yeah, I mean, it could be speakers, it could be, I don't know, just
artists.
100%, man. Just
business owners. Michael Saylor, obviously, is one that we've talked about a lot. We'd love to
host someone like them there. Yep.
Have him here.
I mean, it was really cool. On Friday night, I went out with a friend of mine from Wellington. He had quite a cool bar down there called Hummingbird. His name's John Coleman. And he's got this Lexus and he's cruising around. He does winery tours and stuff like that. And I said, man, it'd be cool if you just accepted Bitcoin. It'd be cool just to create a website to just tell Bitcoiners they can come to Hawke's Bay and certain places they can do it. But again, I mean, we're still fresh in it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you build a website with 2 places on there. We need at least 10 to 15 places they can actually spend a day, mate. And get a system that they can do it. Yeah.
I mean, long term, I can picture a Bitcoin type Uber bus service. These guys arrive and we take them place to place, but we have to get to know our own people before we can do that. And obviously, you have a lot of contacts in Hawke's Bay. I have friends online and friends in real life, and we're gonna work to bring people together somehow.
Hopefully, man, and it's a key. It'd be nice to do a bit of a Bitcoin gig. Just with live music or whatever, or DJs. Well, that's another cool thing we sort of did. We're slowly doing things, man. We had this young fella come to us and start doing that little Bitcoin school. DJ
school, yeah.
Look, we're not we're just slowly just showing him. He's just really playing with the gear at the moment. And time will just take him through steps so he can actually learn properly. But it's just,
that theme of school runs thick in what we're doing.
Yeah. Cool school.
Cool schools, DJ school, art school.
Yeah.
It's cool school.
Yeah. It's got to have some fun, mate,
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because I was never academic whatsoever, man. I was cabbage. but I learnt from doing fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, there's two ways I've learned, mate. You know that? Out of love and out of fear. One way was something I love to do, and one way I learned was freaking out. And that was Bitcoin. Like, I was freaking. I was going to lose everything. I was COVID times. I just sat there, and I guess the adrenal gland was pumping, and that's what I did, you know. But that aside, man, it's not all about me.
Yeah, you jumped in pretty hard, eh?
Oh, I jumped in stupid.
And that was at a time when things weren't right with society, and perhaps things still aren't right. But
yeah, look, the thing is, man, like, the more I look into things, you can't actually blame anyone, mate. Like, humans are humans, eh, man? You know.
Yeah. There was a lot of fear-driven behaviour at that point in time too.
Way too much, mate. Way too much. And I guess that's the thing for me. Like, I want to try and take people's fear away. I mean, when you're running in fear, when you're doing stuff in fear, you make silly decisions, especially what I did. Do you know what I mean? And people can get angry, mate. And I got bloody angry, you know? And it's something I don't want to be. But, you know, when it's Kabbalion, mate, every action has a reaction, you know? So when you...
it's karmic.
It is karmic, bro, you know? But, so where are we at now? Corbin, where are we actually sitting at? We're still working at the
Radio Hawke's Bay.
Oh, we are sitting at Radio Hawke's Bay.
We're being provided a room at low cost, which is cool, you know. We love it when things are not going to cost us
an arm and a leg at the start. But it's a good way to start, just trying to get the story out there. It's cool, it's in Hawke's Bay. It's cool, it's just down the road, bro. I mean, everything is a walking distance, mate. You know, in Auckland, you got to jump in a car and go here, there, and everywhere, mate. You know what I mean? And I do miss Auckland, actually. But I think there's some growth here. You know what I mean? Like, going back to what we were doing, man. Like, still working on the charity. Going to still work on that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So I guess in terms of what we are doing, what we have done, we have group chats. Yeah. We have conversations about sports, conversations about clubs, conversations about business and Bitcoin and a few other things, and then we have Hospitality Aotearoa, which is the name of our charity. We have Bitcoin Brothers, which is us first, and anyone who wants to join us.
Yeah.
We have
something fun. You know?
Yeah, we have some existing businesses that we are working alongside and supporting, and they are supporting us. So a lot of people to thank.
There's a crypto school, you know, that 101 Brett's going to do, which is pretty cool. Obviously, I'd love to go there and learn some stuff. I'd love to learn how to trade. Look, I'm not after $1 billion or anything like that, but it's nice to just sort of trade them, especially because I've hurt my arm pretty bad, and I was used to bartending and training and doing stuff like that. I guess there's heaps in the system that needs to be helped along. I mean, I've sort of felt like I've been left dropped in the system a little bit, but you can't cry yourself to sleep, can you? You got to try and work through it. But that aside, bro, like, I mean, things will sort of work out in the end. They always do, mate. Got to go through a bit of a rough time to make it better, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, definitely. We're putting our hands up and telling people who we are, and we're going to welcome people to talk to us about a host of different things.
100%, man.
It's going to be, this is the beginning. This is the first episode. Yeah. But it's been building up to here, and it will continue building.
Yeah, and we're just winging it, bros. We're actually just winging it. I'm not sure what's happened here. We've just gone double-breasted just then. It was pretty cool. I'm just totally in the system. I love it, eh? Like, look at us. We haven't even stopped talking the whole fucking way, mate.
Just playing around with the tools. Don't know what the time is.
Should be bloody swearing there, mate.
Keep it kid friendly or so.
Keep it kid friendly, mate. But yeah. So I guess that's our start of the journey. I'd love to, as a podcast, look, the business side of things. I'd love to pull people in here, different, like lawyers, accountants, all sorts of stuff. Talk about ethical business.
I think it'd be good. It'd be good if you could explain your business history.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'll do the same.
Yeah. Good and bad.
I mean, you grew up in it.
Yeah, I grew up in it. But the best thing is, like, I guess it was a lot different back then. It was busier. It was a lot. Full on. You sort of like learned a certain way. But what you don't learn is when you get older is that the big boys that hold your strings, if they cut them, you're stuffed, mate. Do you know what I mean? So you got to treat that right. So the reason I like Bitcoin, mate, is you invest in it weekly as it grows. As you're ready to drop it into another business that you've learnt your craft, then you've got no one holding your strings, mate. There we go. How's that? True story. And I think that's the key going forward. I think you got to take your time.
A big part of Bitcoin is understanding ownership.
Yep. And
at the moment, we don't own a lot of our own stuff. As a people, as a country, as a world. Yep. Who owns what? I'm not sure, but we'd like to find out.
Hugely as a country, mate. Hugely as a country, yeah. You know?
It's the big corporates.
Mate, the problem is, like, you know, just with eroding and stuff. I mean, if it was a small business, multiple small businesses working, would it be done throughout the weekend? Of course it would be. I would have done it. You know, builders that do pookies in the weekends. You know
That's one thing I love about Hawke's Bay. Lots of tradies, lots of people who own their own businesses, and they understand that concept of ownership, you know, like turning up and getting the job done.
Yeah.
And if it's people who live there working together, that sounds pretty good to me.
I've been catching up with a few small business owners, and some of them haven't been getting paid by some people. Do you know what I mean? When you're a big corporate, you've got the big lawyers to fight it, right? So
big budgets.
So I sort of said to them, can you create a union? What can you do? It's not like it's just, like, I've worked with people in the past that don't like to pay their bills because they think I don't know, they try and get out of it 100% because they think they put their money in their pockets, that should be in their pocket.
Ends up becoming fraudulent business practice.
Yeah, well, it seems to be just that's the way business is in this country, mate. I mean, when they say the rich get richer, hey, I got no problem if they do it ethically, but when you're not paying people's bills, or you're not paying people, or you're making excuses why not to pay them, you know what I mean? That's why. Yeah,
I mean, it's a financial planning thing also. It's a lot of people aren't prepared to pay their own bills because they haven't financially planned appropriately, and that's where we are. You know, we don't want to be owing.
No, you don't.
We want to be living in a credit-based system.
Mate, it's not a nice feeling when you owe people.
No.
It's not a nice feeling, mate.
No.
You know? Work to learn, not to earn. Sometimes, mate, you know? You know, but I tell you what, it's not a nice feeling to owe people, you know?
Learning is earning too. I mean, you expand your skill set and then your potential for earning increases. So
100%.
The more skills you have, the better.
100%.
And that is something you only get through experience. You go out and you learn. And then you earn, and then you learn.
Yeah, exactly right, man. It's like there's nothing for nothing in this life, mate? You know?
No such thing as a free lunch.
No such thing as a free lunch, bro. Well, in this country there is. It's schools and stuff.
Somebody has to pay for, everything in theory.
Of course they do, mate.
Somebody's time or somebody's money.
Of course, and time is
the most resource.
Valuable thing. Time is the most valuable. That's the thing. People forget how important time is. So, guest-wise, mate, in your mind, who do you want to bring in?
Oof.
Did you actually introduce yourself, mate?
I'm Corbin.
Didn't either. Yeah, I didn't do it either. My name's Adam Carey.
I'm Corbin Laurie.
Yeah, and it's just a couple of punks trying to...
Who are we going to bring in?
Stuff. Yeah, who do you want to bring in, mate?
I'd love to talk to your dad.
Oh, love to, mate.
I mean, he's great.
He's bloody good, mate. Yeah.
I'd love to have T-Penny in here.
Yeah, bloody oath.
I think it would be cool to, blend what we're doing with what he's doing because what he's doing is special. I don't know. There's a lot of the overseas guests. Maybe some come.
Yeah. Look, I wouldn't mind.
What are we?
I wouldn't mind Nigel the mayor.
Nigel?
I quite liked his vibe. I quite liked him.
Nigel?
Yeah, like he was at that Hawke's Bay council thing. The guy I asked about tech companies and stuff like that. There's another guy here that I wouldn't mind talking to, which is the guy from Fingermark. I wouldn't mind bringing some hospitality people in. Mr. Buckley, because he gets tech.
Yeah, business owners.
Yeah.
Stefan.
Yeah,
Mr. Buckley.
Yeah, great people. Like I'm big in hospital. I love that sort of stuff, There's a few other people that own huge businesses here. And like we'll just ask them. Again, like...
I'd love to get someone from Easy Crypto in here.
Oh, man. I've got a message back from the Easy Crypto stuff too. I'll show you. Okay?
Oh.
But...
not so easy.
Look, what I want is just New Zealand businesses flourishing. New Zealand businesses looking after Kiwis. New Zealand businesses hopefully holding Bitcoin. And teaching ethical business, mate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not nice. I mean, what I went through, it was probably the third time I went through it, and I just flipped my lid, mate, you know? And am I proud of it? No, I'm not, mate. But at the same time, like, you know, you get to a point, you think, well, actually, last times when I just let them go, it didn't get me anywhere. It didn't get me anywhere this time either, you know? But there's specific ways of dealing with things. And I have learnt that going through the system here with no money does not work at all. Do you know what I mean? The free lawyers, the free stuff, it's just not working, mate. And there's not enough of them. No one's helping. And when you go and hit things up, like, you got to make sure you do it the right way so the police aren't involved. You can't be threatening people and stupid stuff like that.
But you have to be honest if that is what you have done, and you know you have to be honest about your own business history.
You've
so
got to be honest, bro.
We're not going to shy away from
Nah.
that conversation, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I have to be honest about the whole lot. Oh, mate, I tell you what, growing up is a funny thing. But it is what it is, mate. It is what it is. All right, bro. Well, we've been kicking on for how long, mate? We've not been doing.
I don't know. What is the time? My phone's up there recording.
It's still about 21 minutes, mate. So, what do you reckon?
Um,
Anything else? A last bit of it to say, mate? Anything?
I shouldn't say
No, not allowed.
No, that's not a good word.
Oh, true.
It's a filler.
Oh, what about home? Anything you want to finish with, brother?
Did it again. No, not really. Just want to, keep working.
Yeah.
Keep working on what we're working on and keep bringing people to the Bay.
Bringing people to the Bay, I grew up, man, in the Bay, and it was a totally different place. You know, I know some really cool people here, man. I've learnt some amazing life skills in this town.
The talent here is unbelievable.
Yeah. As in, like, talent. Yeah, I don't know about like talent, but no,
in the Bay and in our country.
Yeah. The thing is, mate, like, the funny thing is, people with talent, it costs money to get them even better. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If we can set up a system that it doesn't cost so much money, and it's semi-free to actually, push these people forward or help these people forward. I mean, we're coming to a huge financial crisis. People can feel it already now. 2 years ago, I think I've said it on Facebook. I said, guys, we're coming to it, And I even said to my father, and he said, oh, but it wasn't there then, Adam. I said, yeah, I know, but I was trying to warn you, It was only because I looked at it for about 20 years, But now we're going to try and work all together and try and get people talking again, mate. People get angry when people don't talk, people don't listen. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the truth. But, so Pono, Real Talk, that's us, eh? Corbin Laurie and AC, or Adam Carey. And we'll be
CNAC or ACC.
That's it. And look, guys, every time we'll be talking about Pono, I'll be probably chucking a little bit of Bitcoin in there for some reason. I don't know why, because I love it. But
it represents a lot.
It does indeed, mate. It does indeed. And it does, mate. It does. Yeah, it does. I call it a G-coin. But, it's Yeah.
And it's everyone's team, it's not our team. We're part of it.
Yeah.
We're advocating for it.
Yeah.
But it's not ours.
Yeah.
It's everyone's.
And look, man, I've got no problem with gold. I've got no problem with cash. I've got no problem with any of it, mate. I just think it's pretty cool. It's a new world. Do you know what I mean? It's something to look forward to and something to give you a little bit of faith, mate. When things are going not so well, you got something to look at. What's going up? Oh, cool, we're good.
It's a tool for literacy and for numeracy as well. It's like you're looking at numbers, you're trading, you're learning. Yeah. You're also reading new terms. You're learning new words. It's
new language.
It's a global language.
It is, man. It's definitely something. It's definitely something unique, mate.
It's cryptic though. It's hard to comprehend.
It is cryptic. All right, brother. Well, so this is the start of Pono. Yeah.
Yep.
Our job going forward is to bring different guests in and chair to the chair.
Yeah, and to take criticism and to
100%.
talk about whatever anyone else wants us to talk about. If people want to come in and talk to us, or if people want to approach us and join us in here, we're not choosing. We're just letting things happen.
Yeah, just let the things roll, man. Yeah, try not to control everything, mate. But we'll really start finding some good people to come and talk, eh? Yeah. All right, brother. We'll sign out, eh?
Sweet.
Choice. And thanks very much for listening. Look, we're just winging the stuff out at the moment, eh?
This was completely unrehearsed.
Oh no, it was totally
off the top.
Off the Z. All right, team. All right, we'll sign out. Then see you guys.